All right, let's talk about learning more kiteboarding tricks by getting your kite wet. All right, so 3 aspects to learning some new kite tricks. All right, first thing I want you to do is to practice relaunching your kite in shallow water. All right, then I want you to carry a Sharpie marker, I want you to carry a Sharpie marker with you. And then the third thing I want you to do is make sure to get your kite wet every single session. All right. All right, so I feel like one of the things that holds people back from really progressing is the simple fear of not being able to relaunch their kite. I'm guilty as heck of that for the same reason. I mean, coming back from the days of flying 2-line kites when the relaunch was definitely not a guarantee. I'm still a little shell-shocked from that all these years later. But the thing about it is if you practice relaunching your kite, spend some time in some shallow water and really get to know each of your different kites and how well they relaunch and the little intricacies of each kite's relaunch, it'll really help you out when you're, if you're neck deep in deeper water in a crucial situation trying to relaunch your kite. All right, so why did I tell you to bring a Sharpie marker? I think I'm a creature of habit. Maybe I'm throwing just myself under the bus here, but I get into autopilot mode. When I get out riding, I might not be thinking about the tricks that I want to learn and the progressions that I want to do. So I have to kind of force myself to remember this. And so on the back of my hand, I'll take a Sharpie marker and I'll write it each of the 3 tricks that I want to work on that session. So whatever that is, wherever you're at in your own trick progression, just write those 3 tricks on the back of your hand, and at least it's a reminder so that as you're out riding and you catch yourself mowing the lawn and you're like, oh, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I want to huck this or that, or whatever it is. So it's just a way of keeping yourself reminded about what you're trying to do and not getting into autopilot mode. Third piece of the puzzle is to make sure that you get your kite wet every single session. And my good friend, God bless Ricky Bobby, Chris Balbrick, Elevate Kites. I've known Chris for a long time. He was an instructor with MACkite before I came on board. One of the things I love about Chris was that dude was just always hungry. He was just always out there hucking himself and learning and then throwing himself around, and he would tomahawk his kites so many times a session. And what that is, he's trying stuff. He's going for it, I guess is what I'm telling you. And I'd be out, riding with Chris after a session or whatnot. He'd always ask me, inevitably, he would ask me if I got my kite wet. And I'm like, nah, man, I didn't. Which that means that I stayed in the lines, I stayed in my comfort zone, and I did not try anything outside of my comfort zone. And so if you just make yourself get your kite wet every single session, that means you're getting outside of your comfort zone a little bit, and I'm telling you, that's where the fun's at. So I hope this helps. These are 3 points to help you, 3 simple points to help you to progress your kiteboarding abilities, and I hope to see you guys on the water.